Our starting pitching, we've got a chance. We're going to probably mix it up a little bit going into next weekend. We're going to pitch Minch on Friday, Ramer on Saturday, and Schreiber on Sunday. So that was better. But I mean, when you get 3 and 4 hits a ball game, that's going to make it tough for you to. Every mistake that you make on the mound and every mistake that you make in the field gets magnified when you're only getting 3 or 4 hits a ball game.
Do you see it as a matter of approach that isn't there yet, or it just seems like you guys aren't getting those 2 hits in an inning that could help?
Right. Oh yeah, we didn't string anything together.
Right.
We strung nothing together, but a little bit. I think we got to get more line drive, ground ball type swings. Going right now, and that's what Ohio State did. I mean, they hit 26 ground balls. They had 7 line drives. They hit no fly balls that ball game. And in a big ballpark with the wind blowing in, that's what you have to do. That's what we preach. We didn't hit an inordinate amount of fly balls. I think we only hit 5 fly balls, but the ground balls that we hit, there were only 2 hard ones. The Q up the middle and Cody Strong off the third baseman's glove were the only 2 hard ground balls that we hit. So we've got to get back to hitting the hard line drives, ground balls, and giving ourselves a chance at the plate. But some of that is approach, some of that is mechanics. We just got to do a better job.
I think he had first pitch strike on 10 of the first 12 guys he faced, and obviously Ohio State had 15 foul balls in the first inning.
Yeah.
Is there anything he'll learn to do to take that first pitch strike and maybe get out of some of those situations? Or is there anything he'll progress to?
I think as he continues to develop. I mean, right now he's a strong 2-pitch guy with his fastball, changeup. Once he starts getting his breaking ball, and he started throwing it a little bit more later in the ball game. And throwing it for a strike. I think once he gets that third pitch mixed in the repertoire, you're not going to see as many foul balls, and because right now they're seeing everything is straight. Nothing's really changing playing on him, so he's got to mix that in his repertoire, and he knows he's got to get better at it. But his fastball and his changeup are really good, and but that was a good Ohio State team that battled and took him deep in the count and fouled off a number of pitches.
Is he not comfortable with that earlier in the game, or what?
Yeah, it's not. It's a third pitch for him. It's not as good as what it needs to be. So that's something that he's got to improve upon, especially as a starter. I mean, as a starter, you want a 3-pitch repertoire at least. Joe Hayes pitched for us last year, and he had a 5-pitch repertoire. So, you need 3. When you have 2 really good pitches, sometimes that puts you in the bullpen as a closer or whatever. But he'll get there. He'll definitely get there.
Talk about the job McHugh is doing right now, and it seems like he's had to be a versatile guy for you, not just where he's playing in the field, but also you've used him in a few different places in the batting order to kind of probably jump
he can catch and play third for us. So, he's just a valuable guy in that situation. Offensively, we like to get him up as often as we can, so we want him to hit in that top 2 or 3 in the lineup.
Have kind of the opposite effect this year, where are you trying not to think about what the offense is doing right now when you go up to the mound?
We have another really good offense this year. Apparently you haven't seen it yet, but all of us know it's in there. We're battling for them and everything, and we know it's going to come around eventually. And we might have just as good an offense as we did last year once it comes around.
I think it's kind of a tough spot for you today, I think, to sit around for a whole first game and it's kind of cold and then get loosened up and come out. Did you do anything special during the first game to keep yourself loose on a day like today?
No, fortunately here at Alexander we have our locker room, so it was about the 8th inning or so of the first game. I headed in there and kind of got warm and changed my clothes into the game, the clothes I was going to wear for the game, and started to get stretched out. I was able to stay warm that way, but other than that, I didn't do anything special. Just came out and same routine.
How'd you feel about the way you threw today?
I felt pretty good. They got a few of those hits that you don't really want to give up as a pitcher in the 8th inning, and they got the 2 runs. But other than that, I feel like I threw pretty well. Some pitches that I left up got hit hard, but other than that, it felt pretty good.
You and Jordan, it was only 1 walk in 13 innings today, which is a nice, I think, change of pace from the way things have been going with the pitching staff, right?
Yes, that's one of the things. I think I have maybe 4 on the year or something like that. He had been prone to having a few walks, but he's gotten a lot better. Coach McIntyre's worked with him, and we're going to be down in the zone and more competitive pitches and everything. So, we talked about it yesterday after having 15 the day before, that we wanted that would help us stay in the game if we didn't give up as many free bases.
Yeah, I felt really good today, but they had a really good approach. I got to tip the cap to them. They had, it was like a 2-strike approach almost. They sit on top of the plate, they choked up, and they were just fouling everything off. I ended up throwing 47 pitches in the first inning, but yeah, you just got to tip the cap. I pitched all right, but just
Talked about that might have been a situation where if you had that third pitch you were pretty confident in, it would have been a good time to kind of throw him off a little bit. Did you kind of feel like that a little bit, or you kind of were just struggling to find something to get by him?
Slider, I mean, it's like hit or miss. I haven't really thrown it much during the game though, so it's something I'm definitely gonna have to start doing now that I'm in Big Ten place here. But another thing I think I should have done more is pitched inside. Because everything was saying on top of the plate, you kind of just letting the ball travel in and get it deep. So I think I needed to go inside also.
You obviously had the rough first outing, but you really had 5 good starts here. Pretty good starts here in a row. How do you feel you're progressing, and what are some of the biggest strides you feel you've made so far earlier in your career?
That first start was just really bad. I'll be honest, but I feel like I've been pitching really well lately. Like you said, 5 quality starts in a row. My goal is just to give the team a chance to win. So I feel like for the most part I've been doing that in the past couple starts.